Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lesson, the topic is go or turn branch structures. And we will learn the single branch structure, dual branch structure, and multi-branch structure. In the previous lesson, we focused on the ultrasonic sensor, the while loop, and the difference between a for loop and a while loop. When we implement the while loop, we added a sensor element as the boundary condition for a while loop. Okay, here comes a new task. How to command the smart car to stop at a certain position. For example, to stop at the edge of the map, or to stop before crashing down an obstacle. In the previous, we tried to solve this problem by the while loop. And we can easily write down the pattern, the keyword while plus loop condition plus codes, which are executed rapidly if the condition is true. And the repeated code is a go function with parameter of 100, 100, and 0.1 seconds. Apart from this, we need to focus on the condition which is in the current task. And we introduce the function in current task to judge whether the smart car has reached the end, or we can say at a certain position. For example, the current task is if the car reaches the obstacle ahead, the car needs to stop. So let's try this out in our experimental platform. Okay, we failed to avoid the stone. So we need something more. What we need is to judge the distance from the obstacle. If the car is too close to the stone, we must stop the car. However, judgments are in everyday life. For example, when we are planning a movie time with our friends, we will say, if tomorrow is the weekend, we will go to see a movie. Or when we cross the street, we need to follow the traffic rules. If the red light is on, no traffic is allowed. If the green light is on, traffic is allowed. So we use the if-then structure to describe the judgment in our daily life. And we implement an if statement to describe the branches structure. The keyword, with no doubt, is if. And the condition follows the keyword if. Codes to be executed if the condition is true. So the basic rules will be shown like this, with the if plus condition and followed by the symbol colon. And press the enter to rub the line. On the next line, we will follow closely the codes to be executed. So let's try to use the pattern to describe judgment. If keywords follow with condition that the red line is on, only if the condition is true, we will execute the code of waiting in place. And then, if keywords follow with condition that the green light is on, only if the condition is true, we will execute the code of passing or crossing the street. So back to our task. What we need is to add turning if the distance is less than a certain value. And get ultrasound function can perfectly describe it, which is the distance is less than 100. Besides, to implement a turning to avoid the stone, what we can do is turn left for 0.7 seconds and then go ahead for 0.6 seconds and then turn right for another 0.7 seconds. Can't wait to check it out on the platform. So, what we have learned is one condition with one statement. But how to describe two conditions? As we can see, just adding an if statement is workable. However, this virtually reduces the running speed of the code and wastes computer resources. And most of the time, we will apply a dual branch statement, which includes if and else with two opposing conditions. As long as condition 1 is satisfied, condition 2 will definitely not be satisfied. For example, if you are a boy, please clean the outside of the room. Else, if you are a girl, please clean the inside of the room. The keyword else can represent the condition of you are a girl. So, let's implement the if-else structure in car racing on a U-shaped map. To run a lap by the codes as follows is a piece of cake. However, it is easy because someone has completed all the parameters for us. Whenever the length of the U-shaped map has been changed, the parameters need to be fixed as well. So how can we command the smart car to run a lap around the U-shaped map automatically? And it means detecting the curve and make a turn by the car itself. By applying a while loop and together with a dual branch statement, we will find the best way to describe the detecting the curve. So the condition is if the value from the right ultrasonic sensor is much greater than that from the left ultrasonic sensor. And it means the value from the number 1 ultrasonic sensor is much greater than that from the number 0 ultrasonic sensor. And let's try the difference with 30. Okay, let's quickly review what we have learned. We focus on the branch structures and finished two structures. The multi-branch structure will be in the next lesson. The single branch structure has one condition with only one statement. The if-else dual branch structure has two completely opposite conditions. That's the end of this lesson and hope to see you soon.